Okay, guys, let's try this again, hopefully with sound. So, first of all, we've been talking about logs the last couple days. And remember, when you see anything that talks about evaluating logs, that's where you're going to actually put them in your calculator. And we talked about in class that if they have decimal places, we're going to round to the third decimal place to make that easy for ourselves. Okay, so we're going to go through all of these and solve them. Put them into our calculator and evaluate them. You'll notice in the first one there's no base. So remember, when there's no base, you have a base of 10. That would be the same thing on this last one. So let's go through and try to put them in. Okay, so I'm going to do log. And when I see that, if I don't put anything in this spot where the base is at, and I just move over and put the 7 in, notice what it does. It automatically puts the 10 there. So if I look at this, third decimal place is going to be where the 5 is. So if I look at the number that comes after it, it's a 0, so it's not 5 or bigger. So that means for that one, it's going to be 0.845. Okay, let's try the next one. Log base 5 of 25. So log, now this time I have a base, so I've got to put that 5 in there. Then I'm going to move over and put the 20, and then I'm going to move over and put the 25 in. So in this one, that's 2. The next one is log base 6 of 1296. So log base 6 of 1296. It's 4. And then the last one is a log of 1. And remember, I'm just going to move over and put the 1 in there, and it's going to insert the 10 for me. So that tells me the log of 1 is going to be 0. Okay, now you should be pretty good between the last several days of putting them in your calculator. You should feel pretty good with those. The other piece that we've been dealing with is writing log statements and writing exponential statements. So I'm going to grab my highlighter so you can see this. But they want me to write it as a log. That means originally this is in exponent form. So we talked about using the letter E to help us get it in the right form. So when you start by writing log, and then you start with the first number you come across. That's your base. The next number that you touch is going to be that 16,807. That goes next. And the last number you touch here is 5, and that's going to go on this side. That's your log statement. Now remember, when you're doing log statements and exponential statements, it's not about solving them. It's about rewriting them. Okay, if I look at this next one, remember I start out making that E. So I start out with log. First thing I touch is 6. That's my base. 1296 is the next number. And then equals 4 because it's the last one. And that is your log statement. Okay, let's go backwards. Let's have a log statement that we have to write as exponential. So I'm going to grab my highlighter again. And in class we talked about kind of making this cursive lowercase l for log. So when I do it, the first number I touch is 2. That's my that's my base. Next number I touch is 8. That's my exponent. And 256 would be the last number. So that goes at the end. That's your exponent statement. The next one, there's that cursive L again that's kind of sideways. First number I touch is 9, so that's going to be my base. 4 is the next number, that's my exponent. And 6561 goes